What is up, everybody? I'm NoLex, giving back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I'm finally back up to my previous peak that I was before I was sick, or while I was sick, maybe a little bit. So we're climbing. We're doing well recently, and now we've got another game with Overseers or Beast Demons, Murlocs, Naga, Quillbore. And it's probably just Voon. I think in my last video, or one of my last two videos, that I think I've played every hero. I don't actually know that I've played Sneed. I've used his hero power on Master Nguyen, but there's maybe still some heroes that I haven't really experimented with too much. And honestly, I'm not super excited by Sneeds. So let's stick with Voon here and see if we can make some fun stuff happen. I do think that there is some potential synergy with Voon and the Orb. Mainly that we can use the Orb to find powerful things from the onset of the game, and then use Voon to find additional copies of those things. Servant Surf as well as Wrathweaver both keep us open, though I think I might just be interested in Sunbake and Relaxer. It could be really good on level 3 to get the Quillbores. On level 2, I'm not really excited by the Quillbores that could come up. Tough Tusk is a good one. I think my last video... So my videos are kind of a little bit scrambled right now. I'm not sure if my last video was my ETC game or if it was my double Treasure Hoard game, because I played one of those Treasure Hoard games, then I played the ETC game, then I played the second Treasure Hoard game. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to release all of that content. And it does kind of contribute to a little bit of confusion around that. Do have the opportunity to triple Sunbake and Relaxer, but I think I'm just going to grab myself a pair of Tough Tusks and put Blood Gems on both of them. And then the real kicker here is the idea that I'll be able to find Moonbake Jazzers and Prickly Pipers to kick off the game. And that could actually be strong. Even a Withered Spearhide to keep both of my Tough Tusks Divine Shielded could be cool. Or a triple for my Divine Shielded Tough Tusk could be reasonable as well. We're going to take a little bit of damage here on this one. I don't really know if I want to lock into Quillbore, which is the awkward thing. But I do think on level 3, the strongest things are Demons to try to find Felementals.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
And Quillbores to try to find Moonbake and Jazzer. So I'm into this up against, what's this guy's name called? George? Oh, wait. Oh. I guess I'm going to triple Tough Tusk right now. That's awkward. I have to spend both of these Blood Gems. And then I won't have a Blood Gem, but I don't want to use Upbeat Harmony just to grab another Blood Gem. That would be really embarrassing. Forgot about my hero power there for a second. There wasn't really a way around that where, like, I could have leveled up or something to find something higher level this turn. I'm just going to play a minion down, and then I'll have a tripled Tough Tusk next turn. The one thing that is interesting about this is it would now be easy to get out of Quillbores. I only have one Quillbore, and I could turn it into something different instead. Unfortunately, we are going to lose this fight. We weren't able to attack into the Surf and Surf, which is what the entire fight hinged on there. Alright, so now I've got a Tough Tusk. It does not currently have Divine Shield. And I don't currently love any of this. I think I might actually use the gold coin from Shell Collector to trigger Briarback Bookie. And I'll just grab a gold coin here, I suppose. other than this Briarback Bookie, I'm actually pretty well represented across different card types right now, which is pretty funny. I could sell off Briarback Bookie, and then I don't know, I'm not tied to anything. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Dreadbeard was actually a pretty good pickup because the gold coin will allow me to continue to get blood gems next turn if I want to. I can just use the gold coin and turn that into 2 blood gems. I only need to activate Tough Tusk once, though. So I might not need to get those blood gems with too much haste here. We will find ourselves with a win, 50% to win. Just about.
You're good at this.
And now I'm up against the Ghost. Well, I did say that I think I wanted to try to find Quillbore, so let's see what we find here. Hey, we find a Moon Bacon Jazzer and a Prickly Piper. That is pretty good. This player was competing for blood gems with me, but they aren't going to be able to find it. I'm going to lock onto the Moon Bacon Jazzer. I'm going to pick up the Prickly Piper just in case it works here. And then I suppose I'll use the gold coin to farm 2 more blood gems. Feel like that is still pretty reasonable. Not going to have too much else to do for the rest of this turn. Next turn I will have 8 gold, 9 if I want to use the gold coin here, which means I could cycle through Razorfen if I really want to. I'll probably just pick up Moon Bacon Jazzer and then get back into rolling. Could look to level up again soon. And we also have Beasts, so we could go crazy with Moon Bacon Jazzer plus... Oh, and we've got Murlocs, just for Battlecry related things. There could be some fun ways to get some crazy big blood gems in this game. We are going to get the Prickly Piper to scale here, so glad I picked that up. I'm pretty sure I locked the shop, right? I might have forgotten to lock because I was too busy talking. That will be unfortunate. I feel like I did. I did not. Great. Okay, great. So we get to take a Moon Bacon Jazzer. I think I'm actually going to Voon the Moon Bacon Jazzer, Voon the Moon, while putting in another Monstrous Macaw. Ooh. Okay, well, I don't really want Monstrous Macaw to hit Withered Spearhide, but Shell Collector seems like it could also be a ton of fun. Again, I've got to get rid of all of these blood gems. I think I might just waste the gold coin. Yeah, I'm not going to lock here. I'm just going to cycle through this Shell Collector. That'll let me put the gold coin in the back of my hand. Let's finally give this thing a Divine Shield. We're keeping the Prickly Piper around for a minute, too. Honestly, I'm keeping this around for a second. Probably worth trading the gold coin for 2 more blood gems. No. Let's bank the Econ for a moment here. I do need to spend this blood gem, though, as well. And I'll just give the Macaw a little bit more stats and then hang on to double Jazzer. Plan is to level up next turn. That'll find us some tier 4 Quillbore, which I'm not particularly excited about, but Bonker's cool, Bannerbore's cool. Necrolite is not.
Still make a comeback.
The main thing I'm looking for, though, is potentially like Rylek Metalhead. That could be absolutely crazy. Got to be a 0%er to win this one, right? Yeah, my opponent is pretty massive here. We do get a pretty nice trade with our Divine Shield. Oh, and the rest of their comp is actually not that strong, but this is too strong. So that kills me, and then I take, what is this, 5, 6, actually. All right. Well, fair enough. I am below double damage cap. I guess maybe I do want some blood gems, considering I'm making my blood gems so big, and I don't actually have blood gem generation, but I think that's where Bonker's going to come in, is going to become useful. I don't think I really want to mess around with this forever. I think I will take some Withered Spearhides, too. Maybe I'll move out of Monstrous Macaw, but these are just going to be easier to activate on a consistent basis here. And I think I'm done with Dreadbeard, too.
Watch out!
I could play Moonbacon Jazzer. It doesn't really help me right this second. Could also lock onto a second Tough Tusk for the additional Divine Shield. Gonna get 4 blood gems this turn. Maybe even 5. I think we're okay where we're at. Guess I could move this back here. Could even move the Tough Tusk, but I think I want the Tough Tusk positioned there.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
And then if we find Rylek Metalhead, we could still potentially do some silly stuff with it. It's going to hit on the Piper. We're going to take out their Divine Shield. And Tough Tusk can actually battle with the rest of my opponent's board. It's not super likely. They are going to have a bunch of crabs, yeah. So that's going to slow me down a bit. Oh, do they have more crabs? They do. Okay, fair enough. I'll take 9 down to 16. And now I'm done taking damage. Don't really want to take any more damage. I do have huge blood gems, though.
Hiring that minion will get you a triple.
That's a great triple for me. Now my blood gems are +5/+5. If we can find the Metalhead, that's pretty huge. Banner Boar's also pretty reasonable, giving +5/+5, and I might want to move out of these Withered Spearhides eventually. But I want to find metal... Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. Sure. Do I want to triple another Tough Tusk? Oh, and here's also the Taunt, too. Alright, this shop has too much going on. I need to play the Moonbacon Jazzer. Let's see what this tier 5 reward is. There's part of me that really wanted to level up and get the Moonbacon Jazzer, get a tier 6 out of the Moonbacon Jazzer, but I felt like I needed to go for this as soon as possible. Getting this in is pretty good. I think I'm just going to cut Macaw at this point. Then I'll use one of my gold coins on Tough Tusk. Make this guy big real quick. And I'll grab one more Tough Tusk. I think I'm going to grab both of these, and then at this point, I might take the Strong Shell Scavenger, too. I probably should have finished using the blood gems that are in my hand. 5/5 blood gems are just about as good as 6/5 blood gems. So that was a little bit of a mistake, I think. But I will wind up getting a little bit more stats from this. If I can take out this and then like this, that looks really good. Okay, so wasn't able to use my upbeat duo. Oh, if that went there, I still could have actually tied this, but that's fine. I will take 8 down to 8. Now I really have to stop losing, but I think I might. So the goal here... Oh, and I'm up against the ghost. I think I'm going to be able to do this then. I want to level up... Oh, shoot. I forgot that was going to make me lose my board. That's an oversight from the Overseer's Orb. I needed to buy the Tough Tusk first. Shoot. Okay, this did just get a little bit worse for me then. Do I now want to go into Bristleback, or do I want to use Upbeat Duo to triple Tough Tusk? I might just use the Upbeat Duo. While selling out of Moonbacon Jazzer to buy one Bristleback. Have to buy something here, so it's either Bristleback or Prickly Piper. Could be Sunbacon Relaxer.
And I'll catch you next.
We're going to put these at the front, because I think the most relevant thing here is more blood gems. Oh, end of this turn I get 2 copies of something, so I could have just kept this in hand. I could actually triple the Bristleback Knight here, if I wanted to still. Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on here. But this is going to be fine. I put too many blood gems on this one, but it's whatever. I'll triple it, then I'll get an additional copy of Bristleback Knight. I'll get a few blood gems from this combat. This can land over here. Not quite. Okay, I get 1 blood gem. But now I'm just hoping that this triple gives me definitely some sloppy play at the end of this game, but I'm really hoping we can find a Bristleback, but honestly, any of these would be okay. And another Tough Tusk is also on the table. It's kind of crazy.
And I'll catch you next.
Alright, yeah, just end of turn Charlieing with how big my blood gems are isn't the craziest. I'm going to take Tough Tusk. I think I'm going to cut Prickly Piper and Upbeat Duo now to get all of these other things in. I could level up here. Alright, let's level. If I'm going to level, I want to keep Upbeat Duo. Nah. Oh well.
Now we're in business.
A second Charlie. A third Bristleback Knight. This seems like the build path now.
You tread on sacred ground.
So I think I'm just going to get rid of... Oh, I can triple Withered Spearhide next turn. Alright, I'm keeping everything. I'm tripling Bristleback and Withered Spearhide next turn. And then I'll be able to put in 2 more units, which is a second Charlie, which also could triple here. Bonker might even be playable all of a sudden. Let's throw this. I don't know, all of these seem good. I kind of want to just make a big Bristleback Knight, though. I haven't done that in a minute. So this seems good. I feel like it paid off well. I definitely made a mistake or two with the Overseer's Orb. Some oversights, as I said. But the fundamental strategy was that Tier 3, we get a pretty nice reward for going Quillbores in the form of Moonbacon Jazzer and Prickly Piper, and that did pan out. So I'm happy at least with how that worked out. And now we'll see if we can make the rest of this game work out for us. A huge Lava Lurker. It's going to take a while to trade into with the positioning of my Tough Tusks. So it's a little unfortunate. But actually, we'll get through it with the Withered Spearhide. Eventually. And then Tough Tusk might be able to take it home for me. Got some crabs to battle through. Bad hit. And then I'm sure I've got more crabs to battle through, right? Alright, just one more. That eats a crab, and then I take like 7 damage or something. Wait, this... Oh, I'm dead. Wow, 7. Oh my gosh. Okay, I saw my life flash before my eyes in the game. That was way, way, way too close. Cannot lose a single fight now.
Raging out there.
That battle was really raging. Let's see if we can triple the Charlie. We can indeed triple the Charlie, which is a little bit awkward because then he doesn't give the blood gem to himself. But we also find the bristleback, which means now all I need to find is a taunt.
No negotiations, no prisoners.
Find another Charlie. Alright, we're just going full endgame Quilboars here. This seems pretty nuts, actually. Yeah, I don't... I would benefit from having the Taunters. But I think this is going to be alright.
My tread on sacred ground.
So we like kind of want to do something like this, almost. This crazy ordering. And then do I just want a huge Bristleback Knight? Probably. This is going to give me 4 more blood gems each turn. Kind of want to make this guy a little bigger too. Alright. This is a lot of scaling. All of my characters are getting plus 20 each turn. Plus 18, plus 15.
Have a good battle, friend.
That seems pretty good. If we decide to cut the spear hide at some point, that'll probably be reasonable as well. Just have to avoid poisonous. This board is really strong. Another reset just in time. And one more reset to take out Coral, and this isn't going to be a kill. But it would have been, I think. Alright, now the question is just, am I cutting the other Withered Spearhide? I probably would for a Bristleback. Well, if I can find a Bristleback here too, that would also be interesting. Or a Charlie. Those are now top of my list because those will triple. That's some scamming. Bongo Bopper. Not exactly what I'm looking for at this stage of the game. Corrupted Myrmidon would get massive,
Go ahead and hire
but I'm just going to take the Bristleback, which means I'm going to sell through this Tough Tusk. Or I'm just going to play the Tough Tusk. That's fine, though.
army you're building, friend.
Alright, so this is where we end now.
And I'll catch you next.
And I have to figure out if I'm actually keeping this Tough Tusk. Or if I'm going to abandon it. There is actually some sense to play like multiple Bristlebacks. So that way you don't get scammed. Let's just... I can't go wrong with that. Alright, then I'll triple Bristleback here. That will allow me to cycle through a Taunter and taunt up my Tough Tusks next turn. I'll only have 1 turn to do that, unless I decide to sell out of Tough Tusk number 3. But for now, I've got a triple Bristleback, which is not something that I think I've ever done before. I don't think it does anything other than just has Avenge play 2 blood gems on all your Quilboar, so they grow twice as fast, but kind of interesting. Alright, so Taunt. Slimy. I need some slimy shields. This cannot find slimy shields. Slimy shield is a level 2.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Yeah. I mean, that would be reasonable if I already had the Slimy Shield. I think I might just go for the Groundskeeper, just to get one Slimy Shield on. And then we've got Drakari Enchanter, which technically is better than Charlie, because it would put 2 blood gems on all of my other minions. I don't want that, though. Another Tough Tusk. Could actually see wanting that instead of Charlie. Which is kind of crazy. And I almost, there's like part of me that wants to just like hang on to another Tough Tusk, so that way I could maybe still find the Slimy Shields.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
We're just gonna play this out. Probably look to pick up Charlie here. If not Charlie, Zap is fine. Just be making zaps with Upbeat Harmony now. And let's do this and this to play around a swipe.
Have a good battle, friend.
So I can get scammed now with Tough Tusk in this first position. But I'm not getting scammed this turn, I'll tell you that for sure. This is a decisive, commanding victory here. Yeah, you've got some crabs, but I got some pigs. So we are going to town with these. They will be able to take out my Tough Tusk Prime here, but just barely, and just only. And this could maybe move me into the top 3, maybe looking at 2 more combats in the game. Which means, no, okay, we're in the top 4, still 2 more combats in the game. Unlikely to care about Upbeat Harmony at this point. And now I've just got to get kills on the remaining players in the lobby. Oh, interesting that my other Charlie grows faster than this one. Okay, final turn of the game, I could see cutting Charlies for Scam, so I think that's what I'll look for here and now. This is additive like crazy because I've got so many blood gems each turn. Also somewhat interested in a second taunt for another Tough Tusk. I think this will be an important minion to have down the line. If I found a Leroy, I think I might cut a Charlie this turn. Alright, kind of willed that into existence, didn't I? It's just such a good way to trigger the resets here.
Oh, I'd rather be fighting.
Go big or go home, I always say.
I can't quite
Who are you calling short?
pick up that stuff.
Leroy
So we'll do this here now.
Jenkins!
Okay. Wasn't sure if it would let you buy that. Not that I was actually going to. It's just kind of curious. And we'll see where this takes me. I've got the Divine Shields for the Venomous. It's 50-50 to hit here. Okay, we reset it, so we clear that. Oh no, it actually does get through. Right, because it doesn't actually reset. Take out the Zesty Shaker. Then I'm going to trade with Tough Tusk. This should be enough to win. Not going to be enough to lethal, though, which is unfortunate. Because now they kind of know the game plan, too. Hopefully they don't get a break, though, and I think I'm gonna give them a break, yeah, and I'm gonna have an actual fight here. So I'm looking just for more scam that I can trigger off my upbeat harmony, and then I'll cut Charlie for the final fight as I add in more scam. I could add 2 Bascules. Bascule's kind of great because it then triggers these a bunch of additional times. I could just be playing like Sly Raptor or something, though. Didn't really consider that too much. I think Bascule's a great pickup, though.
Better hire a recruit.
And Operatic Belcher works fantastically with it. I would rather make another Belcher and only have 1 base skill, but how it's going to work is base skill is going to summon base skill, which is going to summon Belcher. And that's good enough for me. If I can triple the Bascule next turn, so be it. That could be fun. But it's not imperative that I do so. We are playing up against an opposing scam comp here, but honestly, I think we've got our I's dotted and our T's crossed. This is an extremely powerful position to be in. There's part of me that is a little bit nervous for this Bristleback still, but in this position, I think that it's safe. Behind 2 taunted Divine Shield characters, there's not that much swiping available, especially not in Naga and Murloc, so I think I'm doing all right here. Yeah, we definitely clear the Belchers super easily. The Tunnel Blaster would have been a really awkward thing to attack into, but as is was, that was pretty good for me. They are going to take out my Divine Shields here and take out 1 of my Tough Tusks. But I should be able to battle with the rest of this as I continually reset this Divine Shield to clear through the rest of their board. They've got a few more poisonous characters here, but I've got 1 more piece of scam, and then 2 more Divine Shield characters. That is enough to find the win. Crazy combats. I had to be near 100% at that, despite how powerful my opponent was looking. I'm really, really strong right now. So, ideally,
Nice work out there.
I triple Bascule, and then I find 1 other piece of scam to summon in off of it. Could also cycle through a Moonbake Jazzer, but I think I'm past that at this point in the game. Could use Primal Fin Lookout, though it's actually not really possible to sneak that in. Whenever you cast a spell, well, I'm no longer playing the end of turn Blood Gems, and I don't know how this works with Bristleback. Probably favorably. That's interesting. I don't want to chance it, though. Especially because it has more health than Belcher, so it could really blow up in my face. I already have Taunt on all of these. This doesn't have a Divine Shield, so it's kind of awkward to put Taunt on this. So I'm not going to. Anything else? Any last words? No, looks like we're all done here. Sure.
Exactly what you were looking for. That'll do some damage.
Would have rather had Ghast Coiler just for additional summons, but it's just a summon. That's all that really amounts to. That's going to take my first Divine Shield before I reset it, and then perfectly deal with that. Leroy has not died, though, so they are going to get 1 of my Tough Tusks before resetting my Divine Shields here. I only have the... Oh, wait! Bascule didn't die. That's actually crazy good for me. Believe it or not. Lava Lurker will trade in there. I have to imagine I still have, just with this and this, pretty good odds to kill my opponent here. Alright, didn't even need my scam. I had way too many stats And yeah, pretty fantastic game. There was just a lot going on. I was like calculating all the different things that could happen, but it didn't matter. There was some risk towards picking up the Naga there, but it didn't slow me down too much. That is going to give me another first place, which I think puts me at my season high of 68-11. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm no Lex Given. Peace.